Hey, this is me building and strategizing my 400k per year profit solo consulting business right in front of your eyes. And the way that these videos works is that they follow the exact same structure every single day, and I always start by answering your questions. So you can ask your question down below in the comment section, and then I check the comment section every day, and then I'll answer the comments from the previous videos, which means that if you ask your question today, then I'll answer it tomorrow. After the questions, then we'll head into business stats, which is just this Excel sheet that I fill out every single day that tracks the growth of my social channels, but also the cash and the revenue and the cost of running my solo consulting business. Then we talk a little bit about what I did today and what I'll do tomorrow, and then I do some live strategy, which is basically just me brainstorming on the simple fact on how I'm getting to $1 million a year in personal profit. Last month, so the full last month, June, I did $43,000 in cash with 94.3% profit. So this means that I'm currently on track to $500,000. I basically need to double the business while following these rules that I've set for myself. So let's get into the questions here. I dive into community. I make sure that I've interacted. So the first question that we have here today is from Shame. Let's make sure that, there we go. Appreciate the content you're putting out. I've edited content for over 1.5 years, generated pretty decent results, and in fact, I'm studying a lot about content. What type of content should I post? Because I'm not the authority yet, but I can definitely deliver results. So I think, bro, first of all, it's a false mindset that you're not an authority yet, right? If you've studied and edited and been a content person, whether you've been a creative director or strategist or an editor or a content manager, whatever it is, if you've done that for 1.5 years, bro, you are definitely an authority within content. So I think you need to ask yourself, what is the ultimate goal with you building your own personal brand, right? Because you're mentioning that you would like to start posting content yourself. I do believe in your case, when you've actually delivered results for people and you've been doing it for 1.5 years, like, you can argue that time horizon and time frame doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is results, right? But I think, bro, you need to ask yourself, what is the ultimate goal? Is your ultimate goal to build a personal brand within content on like high volume? So you want to maybe talk about how people can use different types of content to attract clients. Maybe you want to appeal only to editors. So you want to be like, hey, this is how you can edit your videos better. Maybe you want to appeal to someone like me and then be like, hey, this is how you can double the views on your YouTube channel without spending more time. Or so I think you need to ask yourself, but you need to reverse engineer, right? I'm for example, me, I'm very, very sure where I want to take my personal brand. So then I just ask myself, what is required in order for me to get there? So I think we need to reverse engineer. Is it to get done for you clients, done with you clients? Is it to build a large volume and a big brand? Or do you want to do high ticket and then focus on a smaller but higher income audience? So yeah, bro, I think you need to find the purpose and then reverse engineer back. And then I think you need to switch your mindset from saying that you're not an authority to be like, hey, I'm actually really good at content and people should listen to me, and then start sharing. That's what I would do if I were you. Mark, good day, Coach Fred. Hello, Mark. I'm just starting out as a content agency. How many valuable videos should I upload per month to grow? Also, should I wait to hit like 300 to 500 followers on Instagram before I run ads? Thank you. Well, bro, first of all, I would say if you're just starting out, I wouldn't spend time creating content unless it was to show your content abilities. So most of the time for beginners, I wouldn't suggest doing content, but since you are a content agency, it would probably be good to have somewhat of a portfolio on your social accounts, right? So I think, bro, you should just fill out the Instagram grid, which means 9 posts, and then have 3 really good pin posts of the work you can deliver for people. And then I wouldn't really spend time on content in the beginning, bro. I would spend time on things that actually would acquire clients, such as cold calls, email, client acquisition, looms, outreach, everything that you can just like reach out to people and get clients. Make job posts on Upwork, Fiverr, these like freelancer platforms to get some clients, so that you can end up in the same case like Shame here, who now has delivered some results that he can then talk about in his content to position himself as an authority, and then the clients come to him. But in your case, Mark, make sure that you spend all of the hours that you are awake on actually doing things that will bring revenue and cash into your business. If you want to start ads and you have some cash reserves laying around, then followers doesn't really matter. Obviously, it's nice if you can get the account to like 300 to 500 followers as like a baseline for proof of concept. But don't worry, if you have 100k followers or you have 1,000, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it would probably be good to get it on the 300 to 500 mark here for social proof. But I think, bro, it's not necessary to run ads, because in the beginning, right, when you don't have a lot of clients, what you do have a lot of is usually time. So you want to trade the time to get clients. Then you're too busy serving clients, but you still need to do client acquisition to move the needle. And then it's a good idea to take the cash and revenue you're making from those clients and put it into ads and then accelerate, right? Because right now, bro, if you don't have any clients, you don't know why people should buy from you, what price point you can sell, and what objections people have. And all of these things, you kind of need that in order to run ads, so that you know if your ads are profitable, what to say in the ad creatives, and what funnel to use. So I wish you the best of luck, Mark. Yeah, it's an interesting time you're going through. That was it for questions. Now we'll do business stats. So yeah, let's just remember how many subscribers we have here on the daily YouTube channel. 310. You can see inside of the analytics here that it's been some solid growth over the last day or so here. Can you see it actually? Let me see. Yeah, you can just see this one. Yeah, we can, let me scroll down. There you go. You can see how I'm having a big spike, right? Right here, and also in the views, and watch time is going up, views is going up. So there's clearly a video that is outperforming, which is of course this run right here, right? I made $41,000 in June. All right, let's get, I need to remember the sub count here for business stats, 310, and then I head into my main YouTube channel, which is 6403. So I open up business stats. I zoom in so that you can see something. I always track one day behind if you're new here. For my Instagram, we use Blast Up right here. There we go. And daily updates, 310. For cash and revenue, you can see that yesterday I got a bank transfer of 36,375 AED. My company is UAE based, and I'm also here in Dubai right now, so that's why it's that. Not all of the money is mine, because it was an agency client that paid us profit share from the month of June. So we of course received that here in July. So I will just take that conversion here right in front of your eyes here. And then you can see that it is 10,000 American. It's right. Oh, sorry. What did I just do? 36375. 36375. AED to USD. 9,900. And then we of course divide. That I could probably do that myself, but I have two agency partners, and we have 33% each, which means that I just divide it in 3, and then I have my cut, which is 3,300. And let's see if we spent any money yesterday on subscriptions, any business expenses. I don't think so. Let me see. No business expenses yesterday. Very nice. Oh, we need to get this in dollars. There we go. Let me just do this. Lazy, huh? So that is it for business stats. So next thing is my to-do list. So what I did today is that today is Saturday. So no calls today, obviously, since it's the weekend. But I answered all clients. Then I built my program. I planned out a new content strategy for the next months to come here. I want to switch up my content a little bit because I'm seeing some shifts in the market, going from more head talk. Basically, I'm seeing the market going a little bit more from like the sit down head talk to the more raw and unfiltered, the better. So I have a brand where my content is pretty nicely edited, and there's like a clear fine line in like the fonts and the B-roll and these things that I use. So I'm trying my best to take the things that is trending in the market, which is the raw and unfiltered content, and then finding a way of pairing it with my brand still, so that it's not like too big of a contrast, because I still believe that the key to content creation, right, is that you have your unique way of doing things, and then you pair it with what is trending in the market, and then you find a beautiful middle ground, because your brand is what separates you in the long run. So if you change it up all the time, then people they can't really recognize you, because jumping on trends will give you a lot of views, but there's not really any longevity. So what I've realized works well for me is that I take the best of the both worlds, kind of. So yeah, that is to-do list. So just program, clients, content strategy. I outlined a YouTube video, and then it was like 2-3 p.m. and then I just hung out with my girlfriend, and now I'm probably just gonna take the rest of the day off, because I'll work tomorrow, because I want to. So but I want to watch a movie tonight and chill a little bit. Business strategy. I think it's an interesting talk about content. So maybe I can just like give you my final thoughts there. So first of all, like the daily updates here, right? It translates pretty well into the current market of transparency, authenticity, raw, unfiltered, me sitting here and talking and showing you everything live with no cuts. It also gets you a feeling of series and something of tuning back into, the fact that I show up every single day and it follows the same framework. The way that I do it on my daily updates channel, right, it's that I basically frame each and every video as its own unique video, which gets people through the door. We can, for example, take the video that is currently trending and popping off a little bit here. It's definitely an outlier. You can see that it has like 400% more views than usual, right? And it is because that this video is packaged and made on its own, right? This video can stand alone with the thumbnail and with the title. It's not like day 55 of building my business, because no one would tune in and watch that. But when people tune into this, they realize it's a series. So like the first minute, I always spend that on the intro. I'm giving context to people. Why am I doing this? Some proof of concept to the numbers that I'm doing. Then I get into questions, and that is typically where they can find the title and thumbnail, right? Of like me going over a question that is then in relation to this, for example. So for example, in this video that I'm making today, right, the one that you're watching right now, today, for example, I answered 2 people on their when should I start posting content and when should I move into the content space, and like, is it the right thing for me and these things. And then I spoke about my own content strategy. So I'm assuming that I'll just call this video something to do with content strategy, right? So then you're not lying in the thumbnail and the title, but it becomes its own standalone thing, which is kind of like the only way that this series can ever grow, without being too boring, right? And like, it's a lot of views, and when you compare this to my, for example, my main YouTube channel, right, it is like 20 times the size, but I haven't posted in there for a long time. And again, that just goes to show, like, these are the stats, right, from my main YouTube channel. And you can see the watch time is like falling and dropping off, versus my daily updates channel. So it's very interesting to see how consistency and just like showing up every single day is always just a lot better than having a few well-performing videos, right? So it's nice to see. And then for my Instagram, I can give you some quick thoughts there. I just want to transition it into more, instead of like me writing 20 videos, batch recording them and then uploading it, I want to make it more sporadic. So like, there is a shorter time frame from idea recording to upload, right? Because what I want to do with the reels is almost the same as daily update, is that whenever something happens in my business, I want to be able to reflect upon it quickly and raw. So like, I'm buying a camera tomorrow that will like be next to me, and then I can just like quickly drop my thoughts, maybe after a client call or after a agency call or a weekly call inside of my community, give my thoughts, and then quickly send it to my editing agency. They can like chop it up, not like crazy well edited, but just like fine edited, just so that we have the tonality and the brand voice, and then upload it. So there's like maybe only like 48 hours between video recorded and video uploaded, right? Instead of now, I'm posting videos that I made in June, for example, just to like stay up to date and like make my time as efficient as possible. But you realize that content is the most important thing that I can do. It's the thing that moves the needle within my business, right? So that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Before I say ladies and gentlemen, I actually I checked it out today. Actually, my audience here. Let me show you. Here we go. Like to the, please. It's here you go. Look at this. Female and male, 0.5% female. So instead of me saying ladies and gentlemen, I just say gentlemen and the one girl watching. I appreciate it. I wish you all the best, and we'll see each other tomorrow.